Hi, welcome to Core and Balance Pilates class. Today I have a full body Pilates workout for you. So we will target our glutes, abs, lower body and upper body. So let's get started in standing. Please stand hip wide apart. Your feet are parallel to each other. Spend a moment and acknowledge your position. Try to raise the inner arches of your feet. Fill the little triangles underneath your feet, your heels, follow the big toe and the little toes. Put your hands on your hips and then gently tilt your pelvis forward and backwards to find the so-called neutral lumbar spine position. Excuse me. Move your fingertips towards your navel in an inch and down an inch. Take a deep inhalation. Exhale, pause your breath and try to draw the lower tummy muscles in, perhaps activating your pelvic floor net. You probably feel a little flickering muscle contraction underneath your fingertips. So that's your deep core muscles need to switch on to support your lower back. Slide your hands a little bit higher up by your side of your rib cage, taking a deep inhalation and try to widen the distance in between your fingertips, pushing your ribs sideways instead of up into your chest or down into your tummy. Few deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. Feel as your fingertips are moving away from each other and then sinking towards each other as you exhale. One more deep inhalation, and as you exhale, activate your abdominals to draw the lower ribs down towards your pelvis. It's a little tricky movement, so let's just try one more time. Deep inhalation and exhale, draw the lower ribs down. Imagine you have a magnet in between your hips and your lower ribs. Brilliant. Relax your arms by your sides, relax your shoulders away from your ears. Gently nod your chin and lengthen the back of your neck up towards the ceiling. So we have a nice upright position. Imagine your head floating up towards the sky, lengthening your whole spine. So we're good to go. Let's just open your forefeet and your heels, and then forefeet again into a 10 to 2 position. So your toes are pointing 45 degrees away from each other. And then don't forget to increase the inner arches. Hold that position and perhaps gently draw the sitting bones together, activating your lower tummy muscles as well. So we're going to relax the arms and then start with some shoulder circles, one and the other side, just with the slowly flowing movement, easing the tension of your shoulders after a long day, perhaps in front of a computer or in a garden. One more each side. Try to keep your core engaged. And then raise your arms up towards the side and lower down. Raise the arms, lower the knees, and open them up and down. So lower the weight, lift your arms, and then back to the center. Imagine you have a wall behind you. So your sacrum and the back of your head is touching the wall. So you're going to just simply sliding down and then up. Very well down. So we'll keep that position and then gently tilt your whole upper body, chest and arms towards the left side, and then move back to the center and then up. Lower down, lower, reach up and down while you bend your upper body sideways, up and side. Reach and lengthen the fingertips away from each other. You can try and hold that lower position of your body, making sure that you keep your tummy engaged, knees away from each other, side to side. And then lengthen the spine, moving back to the center, relax and move back up. Reach all the way up over your head with your palms together and lower your palms down in front of your chest, lower your weight, reach up and then relax down. Little bend, reach and lower. So we're going to hold the prayer position, palms in front of your chest. Keep your thumbs kind of pointing towards your chest bone while you're twisting towards your right. As you exhale, inhale, move back to the center. Left, center. Try to keep your weight low. Or perhaps add a little heel raise, turning towards the right, lifting your right heel, lower down, and same on the left. Making sure that you keep the distance in between your knees. Imagine you have a huge, big physio ball in between your knees in front of you. Over more, right, and center, left, and center. So we're going to twist. Hold on, let's just reach up, lengthen, have a little rest before we go on. Lower down, twist, and down. Reach up again. On that right side, lower the arms, touch your palms underneath your knees. On the right knee, you're reaching back up. Lower your palms, twist towards the left, reach up, and down, slightly bend forward or lean forward, touching the palms underneath your left knee, reaching up. So we're gonna lower, twist, reach up, and bend. Or we're gonna go all the way directly towards the left this time, reaching up, engaging your core, and lowering down. Reaching up and lowering down. Try raising both heels, pulling them towards each other. Touch underneath your right and underneath your left leg. One more each side. And then relax the heels, relax your arms, shoulders high. Round your back as if you cuddled a tree, and then open up side to side. Run your back into a C-shaped curl, and then open up. You can even push yourself back up, rounding your back, moving your pelvis towards your chest, chest towards the pelvis, and open up. Curl. You can touch the back of your hand, and then turn your palms upwards. Curl forward, touching the back of your hands in front of your chest, and open up. One more time, and then open up, relaxing your palms down on your hips. So that's going to be our feedback, making sure that we're going to be able to keep the hips leveled while we're going to float the left leg up. So we're going to shift the weight towards the right leg, keeping the right knee above the second toe. Engage your core, get your balance. Perhaps move your left leg a little bit closer and then float, lower down without lifting your left hip. So try to keep lengthening your leg through the tip of the toes, away from your hip, making sure that your pelvis and your chest are facing forward. Also your kneecap and your toes pointing forward. You're going to lift and then start small circles above the mat. Moving backwards a couple of times, Have your balance. If you feel that you're too wobbly, just step a little bit closer to a wall or a stable furniture, perhaps a chair. Change the direction. Keep your standing knees soft, slightly bent. Probably feel that also the right glutes are firing, not just our left. So moving back to the center, reach all the way up, and then relax your arms down, release the shoulders, ease the tension of your glutes, maybe a little shake. So turn your right foot about 90 degrees towards the short edge of your mat and let your left leg, foot, knee, hip follow this direction. So we're going to end up facing towards the right side into our lunge position. Take your pelvis gently underneath, peel your heel away, and then soften your knee. So you're going to lower your weight down and up. Perhaps you might need to shuffle a little bit forward or backwards, making sure that the front knee stays above your ankle, and then your back knee, hip, chest, and head are in one straight line. Lower and back up. And one more time, we're going to lower, back up about halfway. So we're going to reach with our left arm forward, leaning forward with our upper body, and then try to push your left heel backwards towards the ground, elongating your leg and spine, and then moving back. So we're going to reach the heel and tip of the fingers away from each other and center. Reaching and lengthening, keeping the knee pointing forward on the front, above the ankle. So nice and stable. Same idea, have that chair if you feel you're a little bit wobbly. You're gonna have one more, reach, and move back to the center, and reach one more time, keep your back slightly inclined, and then place both palms on the front of your thigh. Then you're going to engage your core and then slide your left foot by your right and then slide back. So we're going to just slide and reach away. Slide and reach away, lengthen while you're balancing on your right leg, then pushing your heel away. If you feel you're stable enough, you can get that little tap on the front and at the back, slightly lifting your toes away from the ground. But if you feel that you're too wobbly, just keep sliding. Open your chest towards the front and widen your collarbones. We're going to have one more exercise in this position. Try to turn the left side of your pelvis slightly further forward. Keep your leg straight at the back and then float your leg up and then down, keeping your knee straight, moving only from your hip. On the left side, moving up and down while you're avoiding overarching your lower back, so try to work hard around your waistline. But if you have had a nice wide back around you, lower down, reach with your left arm for a big circle and move back in the center, relaxing your shoulders. Close your feet a little bit. Just start a little walking type of movement, marching. Swing the opposite arm forward. Keep that length. Thinking about elongating your whole body. And then relax your arms down. Relax your heels down. Raise both heels up. And then bend the knees, lower the heels, and then push yourself back up. So we're going to have heels up, knees, heels down, and up. Let me show you from the side. So lift, lower, lower the heels, push yourself back up, squeezing your sitting bones towards each other. Lower, lower, and up. If you wish, you can have an arm movement to this challenge. Reach further up, side and down. So chest, lengthen and down. So lift, up, side and down. We'll have one more of that. Relax all the way back down. And then open your forefeet, heels, forefeet again into the 10 to 2 position. To repeat the same exercises on the other side. So we're going to turn our left foot 90 degrees, twisting your hip towards the short edge of your mat, and then find a comfortable, stable lunge position. So as you lower your weight, keeping the front knee above the ankle, and then moving the back knee underneath your hip in a line of your spine. Just try a few more of this. Up and down. Making sure that all 10 toes are pointing forward. And if you feel you're a little bit wobbly, then perhaps move your feet away from each other so your stance will be a little bit wider. So we're going to find the position about halfway and then reach forward with your right leg. Lengthen your whole body and push your right heel backwards and downwards and then move back up. You can have a support on the other side, placing your left palm on your hip or on the front of your thigh. Reach and lengthen, leaning away and center. So fingertips and the heel is moving away from each other, but also the crown of your head and the tailbone. So don't forget your tummy muscles activating. And then open the upper part of your chest. Very nice. Reach and lengthen one more time. Relax your hand in the front of your thigh. Reach forward slightly and then slide your right foot by your left towards the front and then back. So front and back. Keeping your standing knee above the second toe on the left side. Slide and back. Imagine pushing something away with your right foot. Or a little tap at the back or the front. To activate your core a little bit better, you can press both palms into the front of your thigh on the left side. That will kick your core very hard. Very good. So going to reach and hold that position, engage your core and draw the sitting bones towards each other and float your leg up and down. Tiny bit of range of movement, moving only from your hip, avoiding overarching your lower back. So keep the length of your lower back, reaching the tailbone away from your chest, downwards and backwards. We'll have one more, and then we're going to move back. So we end up in standing, facing towards the short edge of your mat. Have a nice reach up, deep inhalation. Now lower your arms, relax your chest, rolling down, shoulders, arms, reaching towards the knees, towards the feet. Take a deep inhalation, softening your knees, and then rolling back up, engaging your core, and building up your spine from the bottom towards the top. So we're going to nod the chin, chin on chest, rounding the shoulders, mid back, lower back, nice fluid movement, relaxing your head, weight of your arms down, and then slowly roll back up, engaging your tummy muscles. And slowly build back up. If you feel comfortable, you can even hold that position for a few deep breaths, relaxing your arms down, swinging them side to side or in a small circle, like a pendulum. Slowly roll back up and build up your spine into tall. You're going to have one more, bending forward, reaching down, softening your knees. Then place both hands underneath your shoulders on the ground and then walk your feet backwards. So we're going to end up in a V position, downward facing dog. Stretching your back and then gently push one heel and the other heel down towards the ground. If you feel that is too much pressure on your heel, on the heel of your hands, on your wrist, then you can fold your mat a little bit over to raise your wrists a little bit higher, or simply lower your weight on your knees and up in all fours position. Try to stretch both legs, pushing and driving both heels backwards and downwards, and then lifting the heels up, lowering slowly down on the ground very gently. Brilliant. A controlled way we arrived in all fours. If you need to cushion your knees, you can use your folded towel or your pillow underneath your knees. Keep your knees underneath your hips, but your hands a little bit further forward than your shoulders. Gently tilt your back, running your back up and down into a cat stretch, arched and curved position a couple of times. Very nice. Just a nice fluid movement. So find your neutral lumbar spine position, keeping your back nice and straight. So you might need to engage your core and then elevate your lower back a little bit to engage your core and then keep your back straight. So imagine you have a tray of drinks on your back. Hold that straight position. You look in between your hands. And then we try to isolate this arching and curling movement, focusing only on the lumbar spine, tucking your tail underneath, only your pelvis, and pushing your bum away. Tucking it under, you probably feel that lower tummy muscles are working, and then push it away. A few more pelvis build, similar movement as we did in standing with our warm-up. And then find your neutral lumbar spine position, so somewhere in between, lengthening and elongating your spine, pushing your shoulders away from your ears. So then we're going to move up towards our mid-back and chest position, pushing yourself up and away from the ground. Imagine a little candlelight under your chest bone, and then moving down. Push away from that little fire and then towards that Keeping your elbows completely straight. So moving only from the shoulder complex, shoulder blades are moving towards each other and away from each other as you mobilize your upper back. It's a great way to prepare our shoulder for our upper body strength. So you're going to push yourself up and away from the ground, and then very slowly, keeping the core engaged, sliding your right hands forward and back to the center, reaching away towards the end of your mat. To start with, keep your box shape of the body, or you can lower your chest by bending the opposite elbow. If your wrist and your shoulders are happy with that. We'll have one more. Then carry on reaching across in front of you. So right fingertips are reaching towards the left corner of your mat and the opposite side. Reaching and lengthening. One more each side. Finishing on the left. And then moving back to the center. Brilliant. So we arrived to our press ups. We have 3 options. You can start with a box press up, keeping this position, and just simply lower your elbows underneath your shoulders. Keep the length of your neck and push yourself back up. If you have a shoulder injury, or if you're new to this type of exercises, then start with this version. You can also progress, moving your hands a little bit further forward and you're lowering your hips forward. So your back and your upper legs will form a straight line. And then you're going to slowly lower your whole upper body and then pushing yourself back up. It's kind of like a ladylike push up. Keeping your pelvis tucked under so your hips are straight. Or if you're up to that challenge, you can tuck your toes under, raise both knees up, and then lower your whole way and push yourself back up. So lower down, push yourself back up. Choose the right one for you, making sure it's a safe exercise. Brilliant. Lower the knees, shift your weight back into child position, hips over your heels, and then move forward into all fours. Brilliant. Let's lie down on your front, lowering your weight, and then have your folded towel underneath your forehead. Move your arms by your side, reaching towards the feet, and then gently do the sitting bones together, and then elevate the lower abdominals away from the ground, tilting your pelvis slightly. So we're going to take a deep inhalation, and as you exhale, you're going to move your shoulders away from the ground. Hold for a deep inhalation, and then relax down. Only the shoulders. Keep the weight of your arms resting on your mat. Make sure that you have the full range, reaching the lengthening through the fingertips. You can carry on with this movement, or lifting the shoulders first and then the hands away from the ground, then lower the hands Lower the shoulders down. So we have 4 steps. Shoulders, hands up, down, release. Keeping your pelvis tucked under, core engaged. Very nice. You can carry on with this version or floating your hands up about hip high. Start pulsing your arms up and down until hundreds on front. So we're going to have 5 movements as you inhale, 5 little movements as you exhale. So inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Carry on with that movement, making sure that the shoulders away from the ground and you have nice long arms by your side. Take 2 more deep breath cycles. One more. Exhale. And then lower your hands and lower your shoulders. Very well done. Move your hands into 90-degree angle by your shoulders. So into a baby position. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Tucking the pelvis under. And then float your chest and your head up about an inch above your folded towel. And relax back down. The shoulders away from the ears. And then lifting, lowering, release. Try to hold for a deep inhalation. Keep the back of your neck nice and long, so reaching through the crown of your head. Very good. Okay, we'll have one more of this. Lift. Hold that position and then float your right arm up. Look underneath your forearm and then lower down. Lift the chest. Float the left arm up. Lower rotation towards the left. Relax all the way back down. So we're going to just open the upper part of our chest. Keeping your waistline and core muscles nice and strong. Switch on. One more each side. Finishing on that left. And then relax back to the center. Brilliant. Extend your right arm by your side, reaching towards your feet, and then left arm above your head. Slide your upper body towards the side, towards the right side, exactly. Keeping your chest facing down. And then you're going to try and lift your arms and perhaps your chest as well up a little bit. One more time. And then move back to the baby position. Relax down. We'll have one more challenge in this position before we move on to our left side. So float your head and chest up, keeping your pelvis tucked under your low back nice and long. And try to raise those forearms away from the ground as you exhale. Inhale, hold. Exhale, lower the arms. Inhale, hold your chest and your head. And then relax down. So we have also a step-by-step process to float the chest first, and hold. Exhale, arms up a little bit and hold. Lower the arms, hold, and lower your chest and head. We'll have a few more of that. But if you feel it's too much for you, you're not able to control your lumbar spine position, just make sure that you keep your arms resting on the ground and then focusing on the first step of the movement. It's pretty powerful, not an easy one. Last one, lower the arms and then lower the chest. Okay, have a nice stretch. So the left arm reaching down towards the feet, right arm up above your head, and then you're going to move your chest and upper body towards the left side of your mat, slightly bending sideways. If you wish, you can start with the arm elevation, and you can add your chest and hand elevation as well to this movement. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, one more time, and then move back to the center. Slide your palms underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes under, engage your core, and then push yourself back up into all fours. Have a well-deserved rest in child position. Shifting your weights over your heels. Keep your arms straight, or perhaps relax your elbows down. Maybe move your cushion underneath your forehead and rest your head on an elevated position. Keep yourself comfortable while you're resting. And then you're going to move into all fours with a deep inhalation. Twist your left lower leg into 90-degree angle, and then extend your right leg into the side. So we end up in a half kneeling position, upright, facing forward. So make sure that you slightly push the lowermost hip forward to activate your gluteals. Open your arms side to side, get your balance, and then reach your arms across. So your right arm above your head, reaching towards the left arm underneath your chest, reaching towards the right. And then we're going to move back into center and then change. So we're going to reach, lengthen the left side of our body, reaching the fingertips away from each other while you keep driving these hips forward. So we're going to open, lengthen our spine, and then reach away. Then open up, lengthen, reach away. One more time. Try to keep your back nice and strong. Arms, shoulders height. And then place your left hand down. Same idea. If you have a wrist injury, you can double your mat or use your folded towel under the heel of your hand. Try to open up the front of your head, lengthen your spine, hold that position, very nice. So we're going to have a nice reach with our right arm, and then lower down, reach underneath your shoulder, backwards, and then up towards the ceiling again. Don't forget to move your Left hip slightly forward, reaching up and then down, twisting your upper body. It's a great mobilization for your mid-back while we're activating our oblique abdominals. We're going to have one more of this. Reach up. You can keep your arms up, reaching towards the ceiling or resting on your heel, pushing the hip a little bit forward and then floating your leg up and down. Couple of times. Exhale. Inhale, lower, 3 more. Lower, 2. And then the last one, lower down. Brilliant. Reach and lengthen your right arm and then move your elbow and your knee in front of your body. Curl and then reach away. Curl again. Reach away. Curl. Reach and lengthen. One more time. Reaching and then relaxing all the way down. Lower your hips and then swing your legs forward into a sitting position. You might use your pillow. This is a little bit higher up. It's going to be a little bit more comfortable for your lower back. So keep your feet parallel to each other. Grab your knees above or underneath and then lean backwards with your whole back. Then gently tilt your pelvis backwards. Let me show you from the side. You can stay facing forward across your mat. So you're going to have a little pelvis tilt. Moving backwards and forward. You can carry on with this movement, or you're going to tilt your pelvis back, round your back into a C-shaped curl. Then you're going to move forward and build up your spine. So we're going to have a curl, shift forward, and build up your spine. Try to keep your feet rooted, pushing slightly in your mat. Brilliant, very well done. We'll have one more. Hold that C-shaped curve and then open your right arm towards the side. Engage your core, open your left arm towards the side. Are you able to hold it? If it's too much, then have one arm supported around your knee. If you're okay with that, you can reach across with your right and then back to the center, opening up. Left, back to the center, opening up. If you feel it's too much, then pull your elbow back into your oblique roll. Up movement. So either version is great. Make sure it's safe, still effective. So you're going to reach across and open up, or pull the elbows backwards, one and the other side. We're going to have one more each side. Moving back to the center, sit up nice and straight, and then relax your hands down. Move your shoulders backwards and downwards. Open your knees side to side. So place your feet together. Support your back with your hands or fingertips on the ground. Move your shoulders away from the ground. Have a nice little stretch. And then relax back down. Gonna have a nice opening. And relax back down. You can even curl a little bit. Into small position. And then open the hips. Knees towards the side. Open your chest. One more time, little curl, and then opening up. Brilliant, well done. So close your knees, keep your back upright, and then move your towel to the other side and kneel up. Tuck your pelvis under, open the front of your hip, and then reach sideways towards your left end of your mat with your left foot. Keep the nice upright position and open your arms side to side. So you're going to reach the arms towards the opposite side above your head and underneath your chest. Then open up, reach and lengthen back into tall. And then bend your upper back towards the other side. Reach and lengthen. Very well done. Nice mobilization. And especially towards the right, it's a great way to activate your core around your waistline. Probably you feel today working extra hard to keep you supported. Open your arms side to side and then move your right arm down underneath your shoulder and then reach down and across backwards with your left, reaching all the way up. Gently pushing the front of your right hip forward, keeping the straight line of your arms. And in the right hand, left knee, right hand, right knee, and left foot in one straight line. Hold that upright position, reach and lengthen, or release your arm on your hip. Gently draw the lowermost hip forward and then float your leg up and then down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Few more. Two more. Last one. And release. Reach and lengthen through your fingertips in the line of your spine. And then curl. Elbows and knees moving towards each other and reach away. In front of your chest, curl and reach and lengthen. Curl, reach and lengthen. One more time. Reaching and then relaxing your arms. Move back into kneeling position and then lower your hips down. Extend your knees. Roll on your side. Then roll on your back. Keeping your folded towel under your head and your knees in a bent position. Check your lumbar spine position, tilting your pelvis gently forward and backwards until you find the mid position. Engaging your core. You can even have that little feedback, so fingertips in an inch and down an inch, activating your core muscles, drawing the hip bones towards each other or tightening the belt. Hold that position and then float your right knee above your hip into a single tabletop position. Brilliant. Pop your left hand behind your back, extend your right arm by your side, and then move your left shoulder towards your right hip and then lower down into your oblique preparation exercise, keeping the low gap underneath your lower back as you float your chest and head up. And exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Very well done. Elbow nice and wide. One more, and then lower down. You can keep your knee in an upright position or lower down if you feel it's more comfortable, more at your level, or engage your core and then float your second leg up as well. Pop the other hand behind your head and then float your chest towards the middle while you keep the double table position, zipping your legs together. If it's too much to hold, you can keep one leg lifted, or you can lower both feet down into a rest position. Or have one more and lower down. Brilliant. Lower your right foot, keep your left knee up, and then extend your left arm. So we're going to move the right shoulder towards the left hip, across in front of our body, reach through the fingertips towards the end of your mat. Imagine keeping a peach underneath your chin, making sure you're not squashing it. We'll have a few more of that. And the last one, relax your chest down, keep your leg up, relax your arm down. Brilliant. Reach up with the tip of the toes, or if it's too tight at the back of your leg, just lower down or slightly bend your knee. Start circling your foot towards the side and keep your fingertips on your hips, making sure that your hips aren't moving side to side. So you can keep a single tabletop position or a straight leg position if your flexibility will let you. And then the other way around, moving from your hips. Very nice. Try to control the movement. And then hold in the middle, flex your foot, or if you have your knees in a bend position, just extend your leg, pushing away, and then moving back up. So extend if you can, reach away, move back up, lower down, and tabletop again. Reach up, lower down, tabletop, one more, reaching, holding that position, and then switching your legs, one and the other side. Switch, switch, switch. For our final core activation on the other side, we're going to lower the left foot, keep the right knee up, either in a single tabletop position or upright, and start the circles sideways and center, moving from your hip. Start with small circles, make sure you're able to control them, and other way around as well, with straight or bent knee. It's up to you. Depends on the flexibility. Try to keep your opposite knee still. Imagine balancing a glass of water on top of your left knee. Then move back to the center. Extend your leg, lower your heel, and then move back into single tabletop. So reach up, flex your foot, lower the heel, and then move back up. Imagine you pushing a pedal, a huge bicycle. We try to pedaling, activating your core, keeping a little gap under your lower back. One more time. Big circle, moving back and then lower down. Let's move the small cushion or folded towel away from you. Move your heels a little bit closer to your hips. Scoop your pelvis under and then peel your spine away, opening your chest and then tucking your pelvis underneath, drawing the sitting bones together and then relaxing down from the top towards the bottom of your spine. A few more of that. Very slowly. Hold and then relax down. We'll have one more. Deep inhalation and a long exhalation. And for the last one, lift your pelvis up and then move your cushion underneath your pelvis. So you're going to lift your pelvis up and slide your cushion or fold a towel underneath your pelvis. So just cuddle your right knee, stretching your glutes. And then with the elevated pelvis, it's a great way to stretch the opposite hip flexors as you extend your left leg. Hold that position for a few deep breaths, relaxing your shoulders and just enjoying that nice, well-deserved stretch and rest. Gently move your knee towards the opposite shoulder in front of your chest. Just simply hold that position, breathe and relax. Try to sink into the ground. And then engage your core, loosen up your knee but still hold. And then move the other knee up as well. And then cuddle both knees towards your chest. Hold that position for a second. And then relax down. Move your knees above your hips a couple of times. Small circling movement. One and the other way around. And then we're going to hold in the middle. Cuddle the left knee. Engage the core, slide your right foot away, and then hold this position for a few deep breaths. Gently moving your left knee towards your right shoulder in front of your chest. And then slowly move back to the middle. Lower your left foot. Roll on your side and sit up on the middle of the mat. You can use your cushion to sit on if that's more comfortable for you. Find a comfy position, either cross-legged or extended position. It's your choice. Make sure it's comfortable. Have a nice little stretch. Just gently noting your chin down towards your chest. And then roll your head over your right shoulder. And then back to the middle, left shoulder. Only a half circle in front of you. Very slowly. Enjoying that stretch. Move one more towards the left. Moving back to the middle. Relax the shoulders and lift up your head. Brilliant. Let's reach up with both arms. Palms together in front of your chest. Little twist towards the right. Open your arms forward and backwards. Reach all the way back up. Put your hands behind your head. Open your elbows sideways. Relax. Reach up. Twist towards the left. Lower your hands in front of your chest. Open your arms forward and backward. Over your head. Twist back to the center. And relax. All the way back down. Brilliant. Very well done. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you enjoyed this and the previous workout as well. Please let me know about your experience so far. We'll take a short break from live sessions, but we are coming back from September with a brand new Pilates program. So let me know if you're interested. Of course, the short version of our videos are coming every Tuesday to keep you covered. Have a nice summer. Enjoy the rest of the evening. See you later. Bye.